Hello everyone, in this video I am going to show you how to create host pool in the Microsoft Azure portal. So for that we need to select Azure service, Azure virtual desktop. So just create host pool. So let me show you whether there is any existing host pool in the portal. So there is no existing host pool in the AVD portal. So now I am going to create new host pool for Windows 10 machines. So this is our subscription. If you have multiple subscription, you need to select which subscription you want to use to generate the bill. So resource group, if you have existing resource group, you can use that existing resource group. That is based on your requirement. If you don't have any resource groups, you can create new. So already we have lab resource group, so I am going to select lab resource group to create the host pool. So this is the host pool name. You can keep it based on your infrastructure, naming convention, other things, etc. So I'm keeping Win10 host pool. So location, I'm going to create the host pool under Central India location. So this host pool will publish desktop. If you are going to publish application, you can select here. So based on that, application group will be created. So I'm going with the desktop. So host pool type, I'm going with the pooled one. So this is the load balancing algorithm for the host pool. So we will discuss about the load balancing algorithm in another video. So now I'm going with the default. So session limit also I'm not going to set. So next option, virtual machine. So we are going to create a virtual machine for this host pool. So we need to select the resource group to keep the virtual machine under any resource group. So I'm selecting the lab. So this is the prefix for the computer account name for that host pool machines. So I'm keeping Win10 AVD. So location where we are going to create the virtual machine, Central India. So I'm not going to use any availability zone, so no infrastructure redundancy required. So I'm going with the standard. So virtual machine also I'm going to change. So this one we can go. So virtual network, I'm going to select AVD. So this is the most important part. Suppose if you are selecting any one of the virtual network, this virtual network should have the domain controller DNS address. Otherwise, this machine will not be added to the domain. Okay. So we are going to add this machine to the domain. So for that, we need local account name. Click next. So we are not going to create any workspace here. So once we create the host pool, and then we'll create a workspace. So click advanced, next. So I'm going with the default, and now select the virtual machine. So something is missing here, so we need to select the image. So Win10 multi-session. Okay, so we are going to create two machines. So standard hard disk. Okay, so validation passed. Now click create. So it will take some time to create the host pool. Once the host pool created, we'll create a workspace, and then we'll assign the host pool to the workspace. We'll give access to the end user, and then we'll test it. Okay, let's go to home, host pool. We can see our host pool has been created. Just click, go to session host. So you can see we have created two machines, a Windows 10 operating system. Both are available status. Now we are going to create workspace so that user can see the desktop once we provided access to them. So create workspace. So select the resource group lab, Win 10 workspace. So location Central India. Click next. We are going to register application group. Yes. So we have created Windows 10 host pool. For that, by default, it will create the application delivery group. So select. So click next. Create. Now workspace has been created for Windows 10 host pool. So now go to home, application group. We need to provide access to the end user. Just click assignment, add. So this is the user which is available in our domain controller. So I'm going to give access to the group AVD users. So all these user part of this group. So select. So access has been provided to AVD user group. So who is part of this group? They can able to see the Windows 10 desktop. So launch the workspace. So refresh. Already I logged in with one user. So now it's refreshing. If the user have any application access in the AVD portal, it will list out here. So this is a desktop we published from Windows 10 host pool. Launch it. So enter the password. So it's connecting to the Windows 10 host pool machines.